Good morning team, Justin here. Hope you're having a really good day today. This video is going to be about authorized user cards, and specifically the AmEx Platinum authorized user cards, because that one's a bit different and a little more complicated than the others. First, we'll talk a little bit about what authorized user cards are, why you get them, pros and cons, and then we'll dive into why the Platinum card is so different than all the others. If you're new to the channel, I'm Justin, and I like talking about credit cards and reward points to get the most out of life. If you like credit cards and you like reward points, you should give this video a thumbs up and you should subscribe to the channel. Now, you might see stuff about authorized user cards on the card website, and it may not be exactly clear what the benefits are or why you would get them. Essentially, an authorized user card is when you get the same card, but you have like a second copy of it for somebody else, usually a loved one like a husband or a spouse. So first, you're going to need the primary user who signs up for the credit card as you usually do, and then they can go into their account and add an additional user and request a second card for it. That second card is the authorized user, and they can get their own copy of the same card with the same card number. Their name's going to be on this card and they're going to be able to go out and spend on it. But the primary user, the person who signed up for the card in the first place, is going to be essentially responsible for all the purchases made on the card, and they're going to have to pay the bill. You are going to need to trust the person that is assigned as an authorized user, because essentially they're using your card to spend money and you're responsible for the payments and then, all the backlash or all the negatives that come along if they're not making those payments. Now, there are a few good reasons to get authorized users for your cards, mainly between a household with like a husband and a wife. One gets the card, and to keep everything simple, you just get the other as an authorized user so they can use that card without you there. And then another reason is that it helps build credit. So somebody without a credit history can become an authorized user, so maybe on their parents' account, and they're kind of piggyback off that credit history and then start building credit with that authorized user card. That's usually the case, but not all credit cards do report authorized user cards to the credit agency, so you got to make sure that your card issuer does that. Now, if the idea is just to build up some credit history, the primary holder can add the authorized user, and the issuer is going to mail the primary user the secondary card, and you could just keep that and not actually give it to the authorized user. Just let them kind of build that credit history by having that card in their name. Things can go a little wonky though if the authorized user doesn't make the payments, and then it's pretty easy just to cancel their authorized user card. And vice versa, if the primary user, their financial circumstances change and they can't make their payments, the authorized user, they can call up the bank and cancel themselves as an authorized user. And that's pretty much the only change that the authorized user can make to the primary card. They can't go and they can't add new authorized users, or they can't change credit limits or apply for other cards on the primary's account. Nothing weird like that. Essentially, all they can do is call up and cancel themselves as an authorized user. Having two people spend on the same account, it helps make the minimum spend on a sign-up bonus a little bit faster, and then just the extra spending adds more points to the account as well. But if you are doing this, you got to make sure you have some sort of payment plan where the authorized user gives the cash to the primary holder to make sure they cover their side of expenses every month. And all the points earned by the authorized user are going to belong to the primary holder as well. They're not going to be the authorized user points at all. Authorized users also aren't going to get any sort of sign-up bonus. The sign-up bonus is going to go to the primary card holder. But the good news is that for something like the American Express once-in-a-lifetime rule that states if you've had a card at all, you're not eligible for that sign-up bonus in the future, authorized user cards don't count for that. So if you have something like the Platinum card or the Gold card as an authorized user, you can cancel as an authorized user, then sign up for the card on your own, and once you're approved, you're still eligible for the sign-up bonus. Authorized user cards also don't count towards 524, Chase's rule that says if you applied for 5 or more cards in the past 2 years, you'll automatically be denied. It may show up on your account, but if you just call up Chase and say, hey, this card was an authorized user card, they'll kind of just bypass that and tick you down. Benefits that come along with a card, some of them carry over to the authorized user card as well, and some don't. And some things you have to share. Things like insurance or status that might come along with the credit card, they will carry over usually. And things like credits, like hotel credits, flight credits, Uber credits, they will be able to be shared, but the authorized user does not get its own batch of credits. You can share the 2 credits between the two, but you kind of have to make sure you monitor that too, so you're not, you don't spend all the credits on when the other cardholder was expecting to use the credits. So you kind of have to plan that out beforehand too, because the credits are associated with the account and not necessarily the card. The AmEx Platinum handles authorized user cards a bit differently than everybody else. There are actually 2 versions of an authorized user card when you have the Platinum card. One of them is just having another Platinum card. A lot of the benefits associated with the Platinum card are going to carry over to the authorized user. So there's going to be a fee involved for getting additional cards. And that fee is $175 up to 3 cards. And then for cards 4, 5, and 6, it's going to be $175 each. It's going to be a bit expensive because you are going to have the $695 annual fee on the primary card, and then you're going to have the $175 fee for your first 3 cards on your authorized user cards. But you do get that range of benefits that will be that both cardholders will share. And those are things like the lounge access with Centurion lounges, Priority Pass lounges, Delta Sky Club. Both users are going to have Marriott and Hilton Gold status, and then access to the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, also the status with car rental agencies. Now, it's the credits that the primary cardholder will earn, but the authorized user can use, and that's the $200 airline credit, $200 hotel credit, $240 digital entertainment credit, $155 Walmart Plus membership credit, $100 Saks Fifth Avenue credit, $189 Clear credit, and the Uber credit that is actually only available on the primary cardholder's account for whatever reason. They're also going to share the same earning structure of 5 points on airfare, 5 points on hotels booked through Amex Travel, and then 1 point for everything else. If paying $175 is too much for a second Platinum card, you could go with the Authorized User Gold card. And this is not like the other American Express Gold card. This is an authorized user version of the Platinum card with some less benefits. And you'll be able to get this card with no fee at all associated with it, but it does lack a few of the same benefits. The Authorized User Gold card is going to give you the same earning structure, 5x on airfare, 5x at hotels booked through the travel portal, 1x on everything else. It's going to give you access to the hotel collection, not the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, and then it's going to give you a $100 global entry TSA pre-check credit. And that's about it. You don't get lounge access with this card, or no status with Hilton, Marriott, or the car rental agencies. Now, the big issue with this is just that it has the same name as your standard gold card that offers 4x on dining and supermarkets, where this card is kind of a very cut down, slimmed down version of the Platinum card. Now, if you wanted to add somebody as an authorized user, on the American Express website, you'd go to the Add Someone to Your Account, click that button. Then you're going to have to choose which card you want to approve them for, and then fill out their information, and American Express will send you the card, and then it'll be your responsibility to hand that card over to the authorized user. That's a quick rundown of the Amex Platinum Authorized User cards and why you'd want to get one, why you wouldn't want to get one. If you're still watching, really appreciate thumbs up, really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Then I want you to go have a good day, all right? Justin out.